was enamored by the idea that we are part of nature, we're integral with nature. My name is Nazneen Cooper, and I grew up in Bombay, India. We are Zoroastrians, so my ancestors are from ancient Persia. When Zoroastrians die, they're not buried because a dead body is considered impure. And to bury it, the earth is considered pure, so you're putting something impure into the earth. Or if you were to burn it, the fire is pure, the body is impure. You throw it in the ocean, you're impurifying the water. The religious practice was to feed the dead to the vultures. It meant that the body kept a whole species alive. It also meant there was no rotting of the body because it was eaten right away. And it was set within a sort of Edenic forest. The family would be in several garden-like spaces, removed but near in this precinct, praying. And in the meantime, the vultures took care of the rest. How we make landscapes and how we shape human experiences are also important for the living, not just for the dead. I always wanted to pursue landscape, and eventually I did, but I had to be in America for many years before I realized I could do that. When I accepted the admissions at USC, they said that they would send me all the paperwork I needed to obtain the visa to come to the United States. And the mailman came and he had this big envelope from USC, and I saw that it had been mailed 2.5 months ago. And it said, because I'm an international student, I had to be there 2 weeks before the rest of the other freshmen. And that means I had to be in the United States on the 21st or the 22nd of August, and this was the 19th. So I ran down the hill, and at noon, the gates closed, and this was after 12 noon. The consul general, she looked at everything and she said, well, there's a difference of $2,000. And I said, look, maybe I could work on campus. So she went and called her superior, and he looked at the papers and he looked at me and he just said, stamp her passport. We went to all the airlines. We started with A, B, C, we went to all of these, and all of them just sort of looked at me and laughed. And I hadn't registered. It was August of 1984, and the Los Angeles was hosting the Olympics. The Japan Airlines was at the very end, and he said, this is almost impossible. And we were leaving, and just as I was getting in the car, he came running out of the office and he said, it must be your destiny because somebody just canceled their ticket and you have to leave tonight. And my parents just sort of looked at me like they couldn't believe what was going on. Finally, I put the ticket, the passport, the visa, everything in front of them while I went to get ready. I selected a faculty member in my last semester there, but I didn't know that he was an ex-Marine. He would almost push me to the extreme to see how much I could take. And he would say things like, so after you get your degree, are you going to go back to India and become a housewife? And I would say things to him like, why are you saying this? He says, well, you should know how life is going to be, and it's not going to be easy. But when I had my final review, my thesis advisor took notes, but he didn't say a word the whole time. So when I was done, he gave me an A. And I was shocked because I thought, he threatened to fail me. He had said, I'm, as a woman, not going to be very successful. I said, are you sure? Have you made a mistake? And he said, no, I think you did very well and the project is very good. And if you pursue a master's degree, which I think you should, then I would write you a recommendation letter. I think as a Marine, he was literally training me to fight, to be assertive, to believe. Like I will and I did encounter people telling me far worse things than he ever did. But I've decided it doesn't matter. For me, it's everyone has to excel in what they do. And I look at people as a person. And so I treat each one the same. You must pursue an education. I think that is fundamental. My parents used to say, when you die, you leave everything behind. You don't take it with you. But the quality of the life you create is with your mind and with your outlook. And that's what you will always keep with you.